So it appears conspiracy is afoot.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress?
And as you know, that is our favorite thing to talk about. If something is real that's not real but could be real, and it's pulling the wool over our eyes. What did I say? I have no idea. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to make a living. But apparently, billionaires disappearing offshore is not making a living anymore. It's actually a bad business model. And it looks like Mike Lynch, a billionaire that was going through a lot of fraud cases over the last 12 years, has just disappeared off the coast forever and already been declared dead. Shocking. Are they even trying to hide the assassinations anymore? Apparently not. They saw Epstein and they're like, you know what? We can just do it in front of everybody. And you can't do anything about it because you're peasants. And that's kind of true. I feel like that's pretty obvious. But let's jump right into this sauce because there's a lot to talk about. There's more. There's more beyond the horizon than meets the eyeball. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Come on now. There's only one road to 1 million subs, and it's not on this channel. British tycoon Mike Lynch was celebrating acquittal in the biggest fraud ever trial when his Bayesian yacht capsized. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Says British tycoon Mike Lynch was celebrating a second life after his recent acquittal in one of Silicon Valley's biggest ever fraud cases, which his family and legal team when their super yacht capsized. By the way, his family and legal team was on the boat, and that's nothing because there's more. It says Lynch, who's been dubbed the British Steve Jobs, had invited white-collar lawyer Christopher Marvillo and others from his law firm, Clifford Chance, for a trip on the Bayesian after he was cleared on his federal case. The 3-month trial played out in San Francisco federal court and centered on allegations that Lynch schemed to inflate his software company autonomy. Damn, that's not an Alabama word. I'm sorry. Autonomy's revenue when he sold it to Hewlett Packard for $11 billion. Within a year, the U.S. tech company was forced to downvalue Autonomy's worth by $8.8 billion. Damn, he stole about $9 billion from Hewlett Packard. Rest in peace, baby. A jury found the Irish-born Lynch, 59 years old, not guilty on all 15 conspiracy and wire fraud charges on June 6. Damn. It was referred to as one of Silicon Valley's biggest ever fraud cases. We are thrilled with the jury's verdict, which reflects a resounding rejection of the government's profound overreach in this case. The evidence presented at the trial demonstrated conclusively that Mike Lynch is innocent. Innocent! And I gotta tell you right now, stealing $9 billion from HP, that's kind of based. If I had the opportunity, I might do it. So I'm just saying. This verdict closed the book on a relentless 13-year effort to pin HP's well-documented ineptitude on Dr. Lynch. Thankfully, the truth has finally prevailed. We thank Dr. Lynch for his trust throughout this ordeal and hope he can now return home to England and resume his life and continue innovating. Well, I tell you what happened. His life after the trial was not very long. And neither was anybody on his legal case and any of his co-defendants. But we're going to get into that. It's pretty crazy, actually. Lynch had told the Sunday Times of London after the acquittal and being released from 13 months of house arrest in the U.S. that he had a second chance at life. It's bizarre, but now you have a second life. The question is, what do you do with it? Well, 160-foot luxury sailboat, which had 22 people on board, made up of 10 crew and 12 passengers, sank off the coast of Italy. Damn. After a storm hit at sunrise. The vessel's chef's body had been recovered. 15 passengers survived, and the search continues for the 6 remaining passengers who are considered missing, including Marvillo and Lynch. Others among the missing are Lynch's 18-year-old daughter, Hannah, Jonathan Bloomer, a chairman at Morgan Stanley International, and Bloomer's wife, Judy. Lynch's wife, Angela Baceres, 57, was rescued as well. Lynch took the stand in his defense at trial, blaming Hewlett Packard for botching their merger by failing to carry out proper due diligence. Ooh, damn. He also pointed the finger at his CFO, Sushalvan Hussain, claiming the finance officer was in charge of all the finances and accounting decisions. The feds called more than 30 witnesses in their failed effort to convict Lynch. They included Leo Apotheker, the former HP CEO who was fired weeks after Autonomy deal was announced. We are in shock and deeply saddened by this tragic incident, read Clifford Chance's statement. Our thoughts are with our partners, Christopher Marvello and his wife, Nita, who are among the missing. Our utmost priority is providing the support to the family as well as our colleague, Isla Ronald, who worked with her partner, thankfully surviving the incident. Our thoughts extend to the other passengers and crew who were affected. And this is what happened. This is where it was off the coast of Sicily, right here on August 19th around 5 a.m. You want to see something really crazy, though? So this whole thing is kind of strange, right? This whole thing is very, very, very strange. All of this fraud stuff goes down, and immediately when he's acquitted on all charges, he mysteriously dies. Well, guess what? Mike Lynch and teenage daughter feared dead in super yacht sinking. Check this out. His co-defendant in the same case, Stephen Chamberlain, cleared of financial irregularity charges in the U.S., died from serious injuries after being hit by a car just 2 days prior. So both people involved in this case have died within 2 days, including other people involved and his legal team in 2 days. The odds of this are astounding. You're more likely to win the lottery than everybody that you deal with on a professional basis dying in separate incidents. Are they even trying to hide it? Or did these two fake their deaths after the acquittal to get the hell out and go live in Zimbabwe or Thailand? A lot of things are possible, but I can tell you one thing right now. What you're reading is completely BS. All these articles saying, there is nothing foul at play. It is all completely above board. No, it's below board. It's very below board. They don't even try to hide it. Let's be completely honest. The elite in the ruling class can do literally whatever they want. Literally anything on TV in front of a live studio audience, and it doesn't matter. None of these things matter to anybody. They're basically a different class of people. I don't think anybody would agree. Now, I know, and you know, they're normal-ass people with normal-ass fears, with normal-ass routines. But they're hyper-wealthy and influential, which means they technically are above the law. All penalties and crimes and all those things that have a fine attached to them, speeding ticket, any of those things, late registration, fines are only laws that prey on poor people, right? They don't matter to rich people. You can get 100 tickets. Doesn't matter. You just pay it, right? That's the difference, man. That's the difference. Very obvious. What happened?
Check this out. Take a look at this. Jesus Christ, that right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the mail with you all day, okay? Pepe Sylvia.